What a weekend. I don't know how it was for you guys, what your weekends typically look like, but this weekend for me, I was completely MIA from this office. I had not come in here even to turn on the PC for 2 days. What that also means is I did not turn on the phone to play much Diablo Immortal besides logging in and collecting my boon of plenty. And I was not away on vacation. I was not out of town. I was just busy doing family stuff. So I'm going to tell you about the weekend, tell you what we got planned here for the next week, because a couple of exciting things are going to be happening. A couple of videos I've been looking forward to making, interviews to have, and product stuff. So this weekend we had my son. I coach he's 10, 11-year-old football team, tackle football. They had a football game in a town that's about a half an hour from us. And we won the game, by the way. Great game in the mud, in the rain. It was a nasty day. It was like a good, football game, like a fight to win. The kids played really well. It was a good day. And because we were over in that area, there happened to be some breweries that are family friendly. So a bunch of us from the team all went to the brewery. The kids got to play and do all the kids stuff that they have there, and the parents got to hang out, which is something I haven't done in a while because things are just always so busy with sports and with work. So that day, I think the game was like around noon. And by the time the day was done, it was time to come home and everyone went to sleep. So long day gone, great day of football, great day hanging out with friends. And it reminded me that sometimes you just got to do that. Like you just got to say, I don't have to log into Diablo Immortal today to grind my daily grind because I'm going to spend it with family and friends, and that's important. Because 7 days a week, 365, it gets a little daunting. Not that I don't enjoy doing it, because I do, but some days it's nice to just not. And that was what I was doing on Saturday. Now, while at this gathering of friends, one of my buddies got a text, and he had eight New York Jets tickets. I'm a Giants fan, but I'm also a football fan, and my son, Carter, had never been to an NFL game yet. He's also a Giants fan. So great price of the tickets. It was supposed to be a rainy day yesterday on Sunday. We all went. So actually, not we all. My buddy and his son, another buddy and his son, another buddy and his son, and me and my oldest. So this brought up a couple of things that I had to make decisions on. There was a lot of plans for Sunday. My oldest had a soccer game, which he favors football, but he's still very good at soccer and plays soccer as well. My youngest had a flag football game, and I don't get to see many of them because I'm always coaching tackle games the same time that my other son has flag games. So I miss a lot of his games. So I was going to have to miss his flag game to go to the NFL game. Felt pretty bad about that. Third thing was I couldn't bring my youngest son because there was no ticket for him. Felt pretty bad about that. And I just overall felt it was a great opportunity that came up that I really didn't want to pass up. But at the same time, I felt bad, mostly for my youngest son. So we did decide to go, and it all actually worked out great. I wrote my my youngest son a note in the morning. A lot of times at night, I actually have it right here. I'll show you. I usually work here late at night, and when you're working late at night, the house is quiet, everyone's asleep. You get thinking about stuff. So I have these papers here. And most nights of the week, I'll write both of my boys a note that they could wake up to. Just talking about whatever, letting them know that I love them and stuff like that. So I wrote my son a note on a big sheet of paper, letting him know that Carter, my oldest, and I got tickets, and we're going to go with his friends to a game, that I'm going to miss him, and that mom is going to give him, I didn't say a yes day, but basically a yes day. Anything that he wants to do, he could go do. So he ended up going out to Sweet Frog, which is like an ice cream place. He went bowling. I think he watched Harry Potter with my wife. He had a good day with his mom, which honestly, he probably needed a one-on-one day with his mom. So that was cool. And I said that I would get him a present from the game. I had to go spend some money because I felt so bad already. So we go to the Jets game. We tailgated for 3 hours. It was awesome. It was drizzling. The whole time was just drizzle. We never got super wet. We had ponchos. It was great. Then we go in, we watch the game. The Jets lost, by the way. I ended up buying my youngest a jersey from the shop there. And I couldn't not get my oldest a jersey. Yes, he got to go to the game, but he needed to have a jersey. So I bought them both jerseys. That was not cheap. Bought a whole bunch of food. That was fun. And then something really cool. After the game, one of my friends that has gone to games before, he knows where all the players leave the stadium and where security escorts them to their cars. I'm not telling you where that is. There's railings and stuff there so you can't get in. Safe for the players. They usually leave an hour to an hour and a half after the game. And when you try and leave a stadium, I don't know if you guys ever tried to do that, but it's packed and you're sitting in traffic for like an hour trying to leave the stadium. So we just went with our kids. We lined them up on that fence and we just hung out for an hour. And one by one, players would start trickling out. And we would say, hey, good game. If we knew the player's name, we'd call the player's name. And about, I don't know, there's 53 players in a team. There's a lot of all of their cars, right? By the time we left, all the cars but 4 were gone. But we only saw 15 players pass us, so they must have some other way. But we got about 7 or 8 signatures on all those jerseys that the kids were wearing, and one from my youngest son, Brody. And it was really cool. Some of the players were just awesome, came on over, shook the kids' hands, took a second to give them a signature. It made the kids' day. It made it perfect for me, having spent the money on the jerseys. They got to have something signed, which now we'll put in a frame and hang up on their wall. It'll be something that my son Carter and I always remember, and Brody has a great piece of memorabilia, and I owe him a football game at some point in time when something pops up. In addition to that, the soccer game that Carter was supposed to go to was canceled because of the rain, and Brody's football game was canceled because of the rain. So all of my stress and worries about how I felt bad and like, was I making the right choice as a dad, kind of melted away. I still felt a little bad that I couldn't bring Brody, but it was my oldest son's friends, so Brody's going to have things with his friends when he gets a little bit older. That Carter's not going to be invited to as well. So it all worked out. Brody was stoked to see the jersey. It was super cool. And everything was canceled, so no one missed anything. I didn't feel like I let down the soccer team because Carter is decent on the soccer team, and him being there can impact a win or a loss. And I kind of felt bad with him not being there, but then it was canceled, so it was like, all right, all good. My possibly poor decision making was all ixnayed because of Mother Nature, and I felt good about it. So that was my long story of my weekend. We got home last night, everyone was happy, and we went to bed a little bit early, woke up ready to go and slay the week. So I have on Diablo Immortal, there's only 2 days left of my season pass, and I got like 9 levels to grind. So I'm gonna have to be doing that throughout today and tomorrow. Whether I'm recording for it or not, I don't know. Maybe I'll even go live. If I'm grinding it late at night, maybe I'll just go live and do it to hang out with you guys. Not sure, not promising anything just yet. But you know, I got some stuff to get through because I got to get the cosmetic, which means I have to switch to the Barbarian in the next day or two to claim that cosmetic, and then switch back to the Blood Knight, or if I decide to go to the Necromancer, class change to those to, you know, do another season. But I definitely want to gain the cosmetics on the Barbarian. I like the class. What do I have planned? Well, I have a video planned that I've been sitting on here for about a week and a half, and it's about the dark side of Diablo Immortal. And I'm not talking about monetization. I'm talking about the whale culture inside of Diablo Immortal. Since I put out a video just the other day, or a couple of weeks ago, I should say, lots of people from this whale community have reached out to me and shared a lot. Some people have asked that I keep what we share in confidence, which of course I will. Other people have shared things with me that they say they would like people to know. And whatever is not having some crossover, so I'm not sharing, like this person said yes, this person said no, I'm not going to share that. What's in confidence is in confidence. But I want to paint a picture for you guys as to what it looks like to have this whale culture inside of the game and what it looks like for those players. So I'm going to be telling that story possibly tomorrow or the day after. In addition to that, I've been trying to hook up with Misery Hates Company for a week or two to do just a interview, podcast, discussion, talking about Diablo Immortal overall, state of the game. I haven't done one of those since DM left. And also just to talk about the update and how we feel about it and all the changes that have come to the game. I've never done a video with Misery Hates Company. He seems like a super cool dude. I like his videos. He came through my live stream last week, brought a few friends, and was super awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think he's one of the really good creators for Diablo Immortal right now. And I did receive this box, which I'll be opening up in a video at some point, somewhere. You guys will get to see that. I think that's the plan. So we have a brand new season coming into Diablo Immortal, a new battle pass coming. Make sure that you kind of finish up all of your duties inside of the game, and make sure you claim your cosmetic, especially if you paid the $5, or even worse, the 15. In addition, my Boon of Plenty expires in 4 days, so I need to re-up that. And yeah, now you guys know what I did this weekend. And you know what? I don't feel bad about not grinding Diablo Immortal. And you know what's cool? After all the changes that Blizzard just put into Diablo Immortal about how Immortal dailies are now going to be Immortal weeklies and all that, it seems that they value people, me, you, taking time to spend it with your family and to not just have to grind the game every single day. Hope you guys have a great day. Look forward to what's coming next. I'll see you back here tomorrow.